Welcome to another amazing episode of Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. VW bus style, baby. Woo! Well, hello. This is Cindy, your host over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. So I started this podcast way back in 2017, all about marking off my bucket list. And one of my biggest bucket lists actually is to find all the most amazing beer establishments here in the United States and around the world. And also this show was inspired from Anthony Bourdain, as I was a chef for 25 years. Just like him, he was in the culinary and then went into travel. And today I have my friend Eric, Red Bus Brew. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for having me on.
Yes. So let me kind of tell my backstory here. So I met Eric, was that 4 years ago?
Pre-COVID, so it was a while ago.
Yeah, so quite a while ago when I was living up there in El Dorado Hills, and found this amazing little place. If you like beer, and definitely if you want a craft beer bucket list, this is the place. And so I'm going to pop off. You could kind of tell your story about the brewery, and then I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, so we're a small hyper-local brewery here in Folsom, California, themed around the old iconic VW bus. So we're nestled in the old part of Folsom. It's a town of about 100,000 people, kind of famous for the prison here. And we do all sorts of different beers. We don't really specialize in anything, although doing a lot more lagers these days. Lagers, English style beers, West Coast beers, hazy IPAs, that kind of thing. But really lean into the car culture and kind of bring it together with beer culture here in town. We're the only brewery in town, which is kind of unique too for a town of 100,000 in California anymore. So pretty cool little spot, a lot of fun.
All right, let's talk about what's going on. You have some events coming up.
Yeah, we started making a beer about a year or two ago, a West Coast IPA with this hop called Strata, Strata. And we like to have fun with the beer's names, and we were kind of kicking around some ideas. And I said, well, why don't we call it Eric E. Strata as kind of an homage to the old chip show, without really trying to infringe on anybody. My first name's Eric with a K, just like Mr. Estrada's is. And we had my artist kick out a pretty cool little THP themed label. And we released the beer, people laughed at it and got a giggle out of it. But in the back of my brain, I was always like, man, wouldn't it be cool if I could get Eric Estrada to come up here sometime and help promote the beer? And as chance would have it, I met a guy this fall that knew him and had him reach out, and through a couple of conversations was able to arrange for him to come to the brewery. So we offered some tickets for a private event that we're going to do on June 8th, kind of a meet and greet, autograph kind of thing all day. Eric Estrada is going to fly up from LA and be here on June 8th for the whole day when we release the beer again. So it's going to be a lot of fun. That's our most recent event. But we have stuff going here all the time. Live music on Fridays. We put bands in the back warehouse, at least once a month. Book clubs, car events. I mean, you name it, we've always got something going on here.
Yeah, and now we're going to add the National Day Calendar days to the map. So when we have a beer-related day, I'm going to head up from Southern California and head up to Folsom, and we're going to collab. It's going to be really amazing. And it's a really great way for people to pay it forward to another small business owner.
Maybe we'll do a bucket list beer city.
I think we should. National Bucket List Day is April 24th, and I'm the founder.
Oh, so I don't have to do that until next April?
For that one, yes.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
But I'm going to be in Vegas on April 24th for National Bucket List.
We have to do something where you can be here for the release. That would be fun.
Yes, I think that would be really amazing. So would it be my beer choice, or would it just be named?
It could be your beer choice within reason. It has to be something we can sell.
Okay, very cool.
What kind of beer do you like, Cindy?
I like ale.
Ale?
Yeah, more lighter beer or a
Yeah,
pilsner.
we could do a blonde ale or some sort of light lager or pilsner for you. It'd be easy.
Oh, that's awesome. So let's kind of talk about why people need to come out. So let's do a walkthrough.
You want to do a walkthrough?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can flip the camera around here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna flip it to the back view here, and then we're gonna start in the art room because that's where I'm at. If that's cool.
Okay, definitely.
And let's see if I can just go back now. All right, yeah, I can. All right. Hold
Oh wow, pretty
on. Okay.
cool.
So yeah, this is a little room behind our main bar area, which we'll go out there next. And when I opened, we really didn't know what to do with it, and so this person right here is named Brian Wallace, and he does all my really cool beer labels. And in exchange, he got this whole wall.
Wow, look at that, guys. That's amazing.
Yeah, so we have usually 8 different artists, 7 or 8 different artists, all local here. But you can see he does some really neat stuff. Like he's got this map of California.
Wow.
All the different things in California and poppies. We made a beer label out of this one called "This is California" with whales and poppies and redwoods. So that's Brian right there. But then the rest of the art wall. So this one, we have an 11-year-old kid that sold everything this last weekend, so he's got to restock.
Wow. How amazing is that? That's really
Yeah,
cool.
I think he's like 13 and he's autistic, and his drawings are just incredible. Like it's almost like reading his mind when you see what he draws. But then some wood-based art here, and it's cool is all the artists have their own little way to transact, so the bar staff doesn't have to have anything to do with it. And we got some really kind of gold flake art back here. This is where the wild things are artist, I call this.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff's all made with eggshells.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Look at that. Wow.
And it's on, most of it's
Beautiful.
on wood. And then this guy's kind of new. He's got some kind of Southwestern style landscape stuff also done on wood. This is Mike Ryan, who actually manages the room for. He makes, cutting boards, charcuterie boards, and then he just makes these cool watch displays. He buys these watches by the pound on Craigslist, and he's got a cool little Matchbox one here. And then this one is one of my favorites. This gal lives in Orangevale, just down the road, and her husband's a handyman, and she makes these out of the materials he brings home from jobs as scrap.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, she doesn't have them in here now, but she makes these fireflies out of old ceiling fan blades that are incredible. So yeah, I'll walk you back here real quick.
How about dragonflies? Do you have any artists who do that?
That's what I meant. That's what she makes. Dragonflies.
Dragonflies. Okay, nice.
Out of old fan blades with the wings. They're really super cool. And then this is our little kind of family kids area where when you bring your kids in, we've got kind of the claw machine.
Well, that's new. That wasn't there a couple years ago, was it?
Yeah, we used to just have a bunch of junk back here, Cindy, and we made a revenue generating room. So we have this, and then this is our back warehouse, which we can turn into kind of an event space, but it's more of a flex space, so it's a little dirty right now. But I'll show you this. This is one of the actual bikes that was used during the filming of Chips.
Oh my Lord, that's awesome.
We're gonna have this here when Eric's here, which would be pretty cool. It's noisy out here, so I'm gonna go back in. So back in here, this is the art room again. And then this is kind of our main tap room area out here.
Yes.
This is my good buddy and coworker, Ray, working on some shirt designs. We're doing some silk screen.
You still have that VW bus quote? Oh yeah. Can you go in a little bit? There you go.
That's not good for anybody. But,
that is my favorite quote.
Yeah, so we have that. It's kind of the main feature here. And then we also have the back of a 72 bus in here.
Nice.
That I got crucified when I cut it apart by the VW guys. That's okay.
Oh.
And then we've got our bar top here. Let's see if I can show you this. We've actually cut in metal some Volkswagen script.
Wow.
And then we've got like the VW logo over here on the cement bar. And then this is cool. It's basket weave Volkswagen seat material on the bar.
No way.
Yeah. So we try to keep it authentic, and then let's see some other fun stuff in here. kind of the tap handles are, either old wrenches or shift knobs, and then we actually have a beer called Socket Set on this bar tap, and we've got a socket on the actual tap. So we like to have a lot of fun with stuff. Let's see, our slushies. We do seltzer slushies.
Very nice.
Very popular. Here's our canned fridge.
Wow.
Hazy IPA, named after a fuel injection, and then we've got Crossing State Lines. This Duck Whisperer beer is kind of a backstory with my artist. Family of ducks adopted his backyard. And then we'll go on to production area. So
now we're talking, baby.
Yeah, that's where the magic happens, right? So
that is
the brew system over here. You're live.
Hey,
of millions, Owen.
What's going on, bro?
This is Owen Bankson, our brewer.
Thank you for all you do for Red Bus. Absolutely amazing.
So he's making hazy IPA right now, as a matter of fact. So he just dumped some oats in the mash tun. Big full batch today. We got grain coming up the auger and dropping in like this. So that's kind of cool. So our fermentation space. Let's see here. These horizontal tanks right here look kind of funny, like they've been tipped over, but those are actually for making lagers. Mm-hmm. So when we do your beer, Cindy, it'll go in there at some point.
Wow, that's amazing.
This is our little canning machine here. Little tabletop canner because we're small. Mm-hmm. And our walk-in fridge. That's kind of it. We can take a peek. Too.
Well, let's talk about what do you have available currently right now?
What's on tap?
Yes.
All right, let's see. I'll show you the tap board. So we have a hop water that we make that's non-alcoholic. It's just lime juice and hops. It's delicious. It's almost like a hop seltzer. See that on the upper left there. Kettle sour. Our Birra Romeo, which we make with a local Italian restaurant, Italian Pilsner, West Coast Pilsner, Amber Lager, do a nitro English style pub ale like Boddington's, brown ale, a couple of hazies, pale ale, 2 West Coasts.
Woohoo! Yeah.
And a stout on nitro and our slushies. Then since you've been here, we also offer cider and wine now, Cindy. So.
Oh, what do you have for wine?
We have some wines from a little winery up in Kelseyville, up by Clear Lake.
Oh yeah.
The Red Hills region, really great little place. So we have a Sauvignon Blanc and a Cabernet Sauvignon that we contract through them, and then we get a really nice dry apple cider up the hill and near Placerville. It's delicious. So that's helped us a lot. We didn't always have something for the non-beer drinkers.
Wow.
So yeah, that's it. We have a nice little outdoor area too. Oh, you can see the bus out here too. Look at this.
Definitely. Well, since you're going out to the bus, let's talk about Sunday, International VW Bus Day. So how are you celebrating?
Well, we actually have a big Volkswagen show this Sunday here in Roseville, just outside of Sacramento. It's not specifically for buses. It's all Volkswagens, and it's over at the Roseville Fairgrounds called the VW Classic.
Wow.
So we'll be out there with the bus, slinging gear, and then we also have a 90s cover band that I front called Under the Bus, and we're going to be playing that day out there at the fairgrounds.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so that's the place, Cindy. Pretty cool.
Well, one of the questions I always ask is all about pay it forward. If you follow me, you know that I love to pay it forward and make a difference to others. How would you pay it forward, let's say, for the weekend? What would you do for a random act to a complete stranger?
We'll give them a beer.
Give them a beer.
Yeah, how's that?
Very good. Very good. I'm actually going to be in Huntington Beach at the Huntington Beach Artisan Fair on Friday and Saturday, and I'm raffling off a T-shirt actually for the Cowabunga Van Clan, which Eric has one somewhere, and also Masala Waves. It's a Nepal restaurant here on Beach Boulevard in Huntington Beach, and I'm giving discounts also for excursions. So I want to just get this out to everybody. If you say you don't have time to vacation or you don't have the money, you could go right in your backyard. They're in Sacramento or San Francisco or, here in LA, San Diego, Newport, wherever you're at, you could go on a mini vacation for less than $100. The key is to experience. You can go to Red Bus Brew. for less than $100. Well, depending on how many beers you have. Yeah. So your setup is, so you really don't have food, but you do have food trucks that come out every weekend?
We do. We have food 5 nights a week, sometimes more, but Tuesdays and Wednesdays not usually. Tonight we have music bingo. We have an event like that. We'll bring in food. Most of the time it's wood-fired pizza here. We have a vendor that's here predominantly, but it varies. Taco trucks. Cousin's Maine Lobster comes out. It's really a new smash burger guy that's awesome. So we try and change it around, and then we're in the process. I just actually picked up my city permits today to build our own container-based kitchen out front and a new patio. So there'll be a 20 by 8 by 8 foot shipping container turned into a kitchen with a wood-fired oven, and we'll do wood-fired pizza, pretzels, salads, just some really simple stuff. And maybe break out our barbecue once in a while for special events. So we do our own food here probably by the fall.
Okay. Well, actually, this month is Burger Month, and it's also Barbecue Month. So do you know anybody that is a burger spot or a barbecue that you would like to do a shout out on the show today?
Up here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say Jay Wild's down on Sutter Street, which is only a few blocks from here. Is a great little barbecue spot. And then my favorite burger in Folsom is Samuel Horn's Tavern, which is also down on Sutter Street in a little historic part of Folsom here. Really fun place to visit if you're here.
Okay, good. I'm going to do a real quick video, and then we'll get you in the green room. Let me just pull up the video here.
Oh, yeah.
redbusbrew.com, baby. So do a shout out, TikTok, Instagram, any of your socials.
We're pretty much Instagram and Facebook. We haven't conquered TikTok yet because we're old. But yeah, just pound Red Bus Brew at Red Bus Brew will get you just anywhere you need to on Instagram or Facebook.
And let's go over real quickly as we close out. Talk about what you're doing Sunday again.
Sunday, we will have the bus out at the Volkswagen show at the VW Classic in Roseville. We'll also do a bus gathering here at the brewery that day. So
very nice.
Yeah, so we'll promote bring your bus to the brewery that day and probably do a beer special. I haven't really thought about it too much. But yeah, the Classic is just an awesome Volkswagen show out there in Roseville, which is only about 30 minutes from here. And then the second Thursday of every month, I forgot to say this too, is air cooled night here at the brewery. So bring your Volkswagen or old Porsche or Corvair, any air cooled car.
Very nice.
On Thursday nights is super fun here.
And are you going to be doing a International VW Bus Day beer special on Sunday?
Yeah, we'll offer $1 or $2 off if you bring your bus out that day. My fear is that everybody will be at the show here locally, but if you bring your bus to the brewery that day, we'll do a $1 off beer.
Okay, and then at the very end of the show, I always talk about shout out. So I'm going to shout out to you. I'm just so grateful for the friendship over with the last 4 or 5 years. And if you live in Sacramento or Folsom, definitely check out redbusbrew.com. You can visit them. The location is where again?
You want the street address?
Mm-hmm.
802 Reading Street in Folsom, California.
And any shout outs to any vendors or staff that you would like to do?
No, not really. No.
All righty. And we are out. I'm going to put you in the green room and just hang tight for just 1 second.
Okay. Thanks, Cindy.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you check out Red Bus. They're in Folsom, California. And next on the show, we are celebrating International VW Bus Day. I have Don from the Cowabunga Van Clan. I got my friends over at Volkswagen are going to be on the show. And then also Amy, the CEO of National Day Calendar. This is Cindy over at Buckless Coach Web Show Live. Make sure that you go out and live and celebrate every day. Ciao, baby. Woohoo!